Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the HSS live events that take place all the time. All the time. So, with that being said, thank you all so much for showing up, for being awesome, because, you know, you are. And for being here today, I would ask that you would tune in with a good set of headphones so that you can hear the actual submissions and be able to give some constructive feedback on those based off of, other than listening on your iPhone or your little phone speaker. It's going to be a lot more beneficial to those who are submitting songs if you're actually listening on a good set of cans or some studio monitors, something like that. It's good to see each and every one of you in the chat. Looks like we got a lot of staples that have been around here. Some have just recently started joining in on the live streams, and we're so glad to have you guys. And it looks like we got maybe one, I think I see one newbie. Possibly, yes. Austin Carr. I believe he's a newcomer to the stream. Let's give him a big round of applause for being here. Thank you so much for showing up. All right. Now, if you're new here, Austin, or maybe you're just not sure, you know, maybe you're coming back and watching this after the fact and you're wondering, what's this all about? This channel literally exists to simplify the complexities of the home studio and help you create professional sounding music in a less than professional space. And the motto around here is that we can dream alone, we can even create alone, but together we can achieve so much more. Our good moderator and good friend DJ has just posted in the chat as well about the free 30-day trial of the VIP membership. If you're unsure as to whether or not you want to join that, check it out. It's not required. You're still going to get a ton of free value here on the channel, just for tuning in every time we go live or for the videos that I post. But for those of you who this is broken, we're going to have to move on to something else. But for those of you that are here all of the time and you're supporting, your support is appreciated. For those of you who maybe financially you can't swing any kind of support at this point in time, that's fine. We're not going to hold it against you. We love to have you here either way, whether you're supporting or not. So thank you so much. And because one person is supporting and another person isn't, doesn't make that person that's supporting better or more valued in this community. It just means that they have the monetary means of actually supporting, and that's what they choose to do. So thank you guys so much for being here today. We are going to go ahead and check out real quickly what's on the desktop. Okay, so we have 6 submissions this time. Now that's not completely it's nothing new. We've had some months like this where there's not been a lot of submissions, and that's fine. What happens is we have, you know, a lot of times some of these people are pulling these songs out of their archives. These are songs they already had written up or, you know, and submitted. So they were kind of like in the reservoir. The good thing is it's draining that reservoir and it's forcing some individuals to write some new songs and to get in there and really work those creative juices. And then the great thing is too, if you take those songs that are in your reservoir and you know, showcase them on a platform like this, then you can also get some good feedback on that and figure out, okay, well, what do I need to do for that future piece of work that I want to create? Looks like we got 𝗧𝗵𝗲 up in here. Good to see you. Paul Morgan, good to see you, buddy. DJ Big Red 81, of course, staple of a stream. Philip Skanes, I believe, is a newcomer. Let's give him a round of applause. Of course, we got Micah up in here. Good old Micah. Jonathan Hamlet, what is up, buddy? Crackly Software. 𝗏𝗏 is up in the stream. Good to see you, buddy. We've already given a shout out to Austin Carr, but it's good to see you anyway. Midnight Blue Movies, good to see you. Hey, Stream Elements, Streambot, good to see you. And that was his response. Okay, and 𝗧𝗵𝗲 what is going on, brother? Eric, good to see you again as well. Okay, so, and of course, Eugene Smith. Good deal. So a lot of you are saying, I didn't know there was a song contest for February. So these take place every single month. They started back during lockdown, COVID stuff was happening, and everybody was locked in their houses. That's when we started doing these, and I was just going to do it 1 month. But what happened is it's now turned into an every single month thing. So if you're interested in getting involved in this, maybe this your first time around here and you're like, what are all these? What's going on? What's this about? Essentially, we have these every single month. At the beginning of the month, submissions open for that month. So at the beginning of February, you submit all the way up until like the last week or close to the last week of that month. In this case, it would have been, this today. And then what we do is after that point, any submissions that go in after that point will go into the next month's sort of pool. And then we come on here and we do a listen together at the end of the month. I choose a winner. The winner gets a free mix and master from me, and it's usually done live. If you don't want it done live, maybe you're, maybe there's some, whatever reason you don't want it done live, you can put that in the form that you fill out on the website and just say, I simply don't want this mixed live. And you can still get access to a free mix and master if you win. And then you also have the option to put those multi-tracks into the VIP membership community, which everyone then can download those and take their chance at mixing them and trying to get it to sound as best as they possibly can. And if you're a VIP member, then that means you also have access to like 60 some multi-tracks right now, a pool of, maybe it's 40. I don't know. It's a bunch of multi-tracks right now, and it's just going to continue to grow as we get new people on board. And we've got some courses that are coming out soon that's going to have some awesome multi-tracks involved with those as well. So for those of you who were wondering, that's what this is all about. And today is the listen together portion of that. So we listen to all the songs together. I give my professional feedback on it. Those that are in the chat, it's always constructive. If anything is said that's even somewhat construed as destructive, it's usually in the best light. But if it gets out of hand, we've got moderators, and I myself can mute people, kick them out of the stream if I have to, if it gets like that, because we want to make sure that everyone is feeling valued and that, constructive criticism is the best way to do it. That's what I've always found. I can tell somebody that, like let's say their bass guitar sounds horrible in the mix. Instead of me saying, your bass guitar sounds horrible. While that might be true in its, base state, the best way for me to convey that would be to say, there's some things that we can do with that bass guitar, I think, to really make it shine in the mix. There's some suggestions that I might have, and then I would just give some suggestions. That's going to be 100% more effective for you. You're going to get more from it, and I'm not going to come across like a jerk. And that's the way that it should be. We should be helping one another by building one another up, not tearing each other down. So you're going to find this is an awesome community of people who love to do just that. So anywho, I think that, what's up, 1J Reaper? How's it going, brother? Good to see you in here. And PAL is up in here. Good to see you as well. Awesome. Okay, let's see. Not sure. Okay. Anywho, we are going to go ahead and we'll just start listening to these submissions and we'll figure out exactly what's going on with them. So the first one we got up is Alive by our good friend Mark George. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the PDF for this here. Let me actually find that first. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. I got to fix that later. Yeah. Okay. So this is what happens when you have way too much stuff in your archives here. Okay, here we go. All right, I am looking for okay, alive. Okay, so sorry, it's just taking me a minute here to try to figure out where because there's a section in here where you can write a little bit about the song. I want to make sure that I get the showcased so that, because last time there were so many submissions, we didn't have a chance to go through them. Okay, so this is what Mark says about the song. He says, I really don't know where the title for this one came from. I see a flash mob in a town center dancing to this. Again, I don't know why. The track seemed to come from me auditioning a kick drum synth sound, tapping out the pattern, and the whole thing sprung from there. It never ceases to amaze me where the creative spark comes from and how something as tiny as a kick drum sound can lead the whole piece of music. And when an end product is released, and I'm as proud of it as I am of this track, I feel very blessed. Other than that, there's really not a lot to tell about this one. Again, all done in Cakewalk, and I sort of mastered this one, so hopefully it's louder than last month. Awesome. Let's go ahead and check this out. Yet again, this is called Alive, and this is by our good friend Mark George. Sorry, there's a lot of stuff going on in the background here too. Okay, let's go ahead and give her a listen. Ooh. Let me turn this up a little bit. Nice. Very spacious. I love the use of the stereo field and how you're making use of that.
Let's start again.
What's up, Mob? And Jurgen's in the house now. Good to see you guys. What's up, Midnight Blue Movies? I don't know if I seen you earlier. Nice. Good deal, good deal. There's that tension and release. What is up, Russell Cameron Thomas? Good to have you in here, buddy. I see what you're talking about, Mark, as far as the flash mob. Very cool, very cool. I liked the ending there as well. That was great. I love the way that you sort of tied up all of the loose ends there. And saying hi from the Produce Like a Pro community. Well, congratulations for coming, and thank you so much. We love the plappers over there. And if you're a first timer, then here you go. Got to give you one of these bad boys. In fact, we haven't done it yet, but let's go ahead and shoot to this real quickly before we move on. Today's video is sponsored in part by the ProMix Academy. The ProMix Academy offers affordable courses from mentors, world-class engineers, Grammy winners, and multi-platinum selling producers. And with the resources available on the ProMix Academy, you can learn how to create radio-ready mixes from the comfort of your own home studio. Most of the courses also offer multi-tracks that you can then add to your portfolio and begin to build out your business. Follow the link in the description of this video to head on over to the ProMix Academy today and start learning the skills that are needed to take your hobby or your business to the next level. All right. Not only do we love the plappers, but we also have a built-in commercial here on the stream to honor the plappers. Thank you so much for showing up from the Plap community. We love Warren Hewitt and all that he's doing over there. So yes, to answer your question, yes, these are originals. According to the rules that I've posted on the website, whenever you go to enter, I don't want necessarily encourage people to use excuse me. Okay, I'm not sure about this guy. Somebody's commenting stuff on here that I'm really not sure about. Anywho, yeah, I don't encourage the usage of, you know, like cover songs or anything like that. Now, if you've completely altered it, like you've done a remix and it's not something that's going to get, you know, the channel demonetized or whatever. Like, in other words, it's not going to be copyrighted music, then yeah, I'm completely fine with that. But mostly we like to share originals around here because that's kind of the purpose of us having this channel, is to make sure that you can actually create great sounding music within a home studio. So with that being said, let's go back to the next song that we have up for grabs here. This is Hero CW23 mastered by Zion Roots. Awesome. Let's see what Zion Roots has to say. Okay, so Hero CW23 is the name. Now I got to try to find it here in this list. Okay, here it is. Recorded originally on an iPad around 2018, then mixed in Cakewalk in 2023. The lyrics here are all improvised. I guess it's about someone who thinks that they're better than anyone else. Using various guitars, M Audio keyboard controller, and Cakewalk, maybe Zoom and Korg guitar pedals. Awesome. Well, let's give her a listen.
Look at you, you're walking around like you're some kind of hero. Look at me, I'm shaking, I don't know where to go. Watch you look to the tree when you walk past the window. You're walking around like you're some kind of hero. Look at you, you don't wanna know about the times of passion. You're still living in the past, you think it's irrational. When the girl tries to lie, you don't quite right. You see this whole world looking at you from below. You walk around like you're some kind of hero. You never know what's life you've got to live. You talk about the times when you were younger. But let's move on and let's look forward to the future.
Very cool.
You've gotta settle down, cool yourself around, make the world look better, make it sound much better than before. You walk around like you're some kind of hero. You walking around 20 degrees below. You walking around like you're some
Nice little break up there. I like that.
you don't know where to go. You're talking to me. You walking around like you're some kind of hero. You walking around like it's 20 below. You get time when the world won't matter. It don't seem that right. When the time gets you down, you've gotta get it right. You walking around like you're some kind of hero. You tell me it's 20 below. Look at you now, you think you're some kind of hero.
Almost has like a U2 type sound to it.
You think what you really know.
Like the instrumental portion.
Like you're some kind of hero. You're walking around telling it's 20 below. You're walking around like you're some kind of hero. Look at you, you're walking around like you're some kind of hero.
Very cool. Very cool. Man, so much potential there. So some things that I could point out that I really feel like would take the song sort of to that next level is, unless this is something that you're going for. Now, if that pumping sound is something that you're going for, you nailed it. If you're trying to achieve that, you definitely did it. However, you have to be careful with that, because what happens is a lot of times it takes the energy of the song and it sort of like squashes elements that could be accentuating to the main role of the song itself. So for instance, the low end and some of the synths were constantly kind of ducking, which caused sort of that foundational structure of the song to sort of duck with it. And there are ways that you can sidechain things to where certain elements of that would not be affected at all. Like if you wanted the vocals to pump, that's great. But if you wanted everything else to pump and the vocals to stay on top, you can sidechain everything to the vocals, or you could just remove the vocals from that processing chain altogether. But because of that, I feel like there was a lot more potential that could have been unlocked in this song had it not been over compressed or overly pumping. Yet again, it's subjective, however, and if it's something that you were going for, you definitely nailed it. But the song in and of itself really has a lot of potential. I would have probably changed up a little bit of the delay reverb times, especially the amount of that was added on there for the lead vocals, and maybe just blended it in at certain times, maybe during that hook or the chorus. But other than that, yeah, it's definitely, it's just a few clicks away from being like right there. Now, the one thing that I would also make mention of is when you guys submit these songs, don't worry so much about trying to master them, unless that's what you're going for. Like if you're trying to master it to learn, that's fine. But if you're worried about, is it going to be, not loud enough or whatever, I usually will slap on a good night. That's huge. A T-Rax 1 on the master bus, just to make sure that if things come in that aren't as hot as what they could be for listening experience, then I can just bring them up here with this one knob. And I try to keep it to where, everything other than, actually I'll turn this bass and analog completely down too, so nothing's really affecting it. It's just acting like a limiter on the master bus. So, but great work. Glad you submitted it. Don't quit submitting stuff. It's awesome. You guys are doing a great job. All right, up next, The Journey Within by Crackly Software. Thank you so much, PAL. I appreciate that, buddy. And I'm glad that you seen it as constructive criticism, and which is exactly what it is. So thank you. All right, up next, let me mark this one as done first, so I don't accidentally stumble onto it again. So this one is called Journey Within. Okay, so the notes on this one says, Ian Webster, aka Crackly, been creating music since the 70s, but technology has allowed us all to create something special, as the monthly contest demonstrates so well. Awesome. Let's go ahead and give this a listen. Nice. I'm going to turn this up a little bit here. Wow, that's cool. Sweet. Is this on a baritone guitar by any chance, Crackly? If you're still in the chat. He says it's all Yamaha Mod X. Wow. Jurgen says painting pictures in my head. Definitely. Nice. Hear a little underlying beat coming in here. Has sort of a medieval flair to it. Good deal. Very good. Very good. Yes, I agree with you, Eric. Nice. Okay. So now here's an instance where, after listening to this, where I feel like the compression on the master bus could actually come in handy and glue in some of those elements together, as well as much as the dynamics needed to be there, and it was awesome that they were. There were times when, you know, a portion of the song would come in and it was almost kind of jarring, not in a bad way, but it was also not in a smooth way, if that makes sense. So even like some simple volume automation could really help to sell those points. And you can see these spikes here in the audio, like especially like right here. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I mean, you got to have dynamics in audio, right? But there was times whenever it was coming in, it was just kind of like, it was a little too in your face, if you know what I mean. Just to play this portion again and to show you what I mean, we could add some volume automation right here. And just like dip it down just barely. See, and that wasn't like overdone, but it was just enough to where it sort of massaged it in here. Now here's another instance where I really felt it kind of jolted me a little. See that initial hit right there? Just some simple automation. Okay, that was a bit too much. Sorry. I think it's because I'm zoomed in or zoomed out too far. So there's a little bit of, not quite as jolting, but still has that the hit that you're wanting to let them know, like, hey, something new is happening, guys. But yeah, yet again, constructive criticism, nothing bad about the song whatsoever. It had a lot of potential. It was great. And to much like Eric had already said, yeah, I could definitely see that for an RPG or some kind of a game or something like that. It would be great for sync licensing. And literally as I say that, wow. Literally as I say that, DJ types it up on the screen. All right, next is Lightbringers Master by Midnight Blue Movies. Let's see what he has to say about this track here. And I am evidently keep opening up the wrong. There. Okay, so we just listened to this one. Let's go ahead. Okay, so this one, he says, this tune is another piece of production music from the 𝗵𝗵 Studios. Made with Cakewalk, of course. With this tune, I hope to create a feeling of friendship. When you're down, it's nice to have a friend who can bring you some light. Awesome. Let's take a listen. Very cool. I like that. Syncopated kick there. That was nice. Yeah, like that. Very spacious too. Loving the sound of it. Yes, absolutely. All of the comments that were coming in, I agree with every single one of these. Very, very good. Look at this. Really emotional dynamics. Sounds good. Great work. Yeah, sync licensing needs to be, you guys need to hit up some sync licensing. That would be right up your alley. Great job. Great job. As far as some feedback on that one, I think the space, you've definitely nailed the space. Don't get me wrong. I still don't think that you've fully taken access or advantage of the left and right stereo fields. Now with instrumental songs like this, you have so much more that you can play with when it comes to left and right stereo fields, other than what someone like myself that might be writing a song with lyrics or just a straightforward like ballad type song. We can do some stuff, but it can also mess up phase. It can also like detract the listener from hearing what they need to hear in the song. If I was to have like some sparkly something happen over on the right side only, and then like a synth thing happen on the left side just after it. So, but with instrumental music, you have like a wider palette really, because you can utilize all of that space and pan things right, left 100% if you wanted to. And it could be buried just enough to where you don't necessarily hear it, but you hear it. One of those elements where you don't really know that it's there until it's missing. And then it just kind of like envelops the listener. But other than that, man, the drums sounded very good. The bass was like spot on as far as levels and consistency. Just a really good track all around. I think your skill set has really improved a lot since you first started posting. Now, most of the music when he first started posting, it sounded much like this, like very like movie or picturesque type style, and it was really good. But now it's like it's kind of climbing the ladder, and it's getting to that point where it's like, okay, move over, Hans Zimmer, you know. Up next, we have Michael Fitzgerald with Sacred Heart. Let's check out what he's got going on for us. Sacred Heart was a song written and performed by Michael Fitzgerald. The instruments used are an acoustic guitar, a Guild JF30 12-string jumbo. The piano synth is a Roland Juno D. Nice. The bass guitar is a Squier MB5. Good deal. He says, I always appreciate the feedback. Michael Fitzgerald, a.k.a. Old Bell. He also has a YouTube, Sacred Heart on YouTube. So he has a YouTube channel. Let's go ahead and share that here in the chat. If you guys want to find him, that's where you can find him. Good deal. Let's go ahead and give this a listen. Nice.
Father above, I am a sinner.
Beautiful.
I'm down on my knees. Please hear my prayer. Here in the dark,
Oh, sorry.
I'm lost and lonely.
Kind of sing with it.
Now I believe you're really there. Sacred Heart of Jesus, only your love restores. Sacred Heart of Jesus, I'm yours. Most of my life,
Beautiful.
I have ignored you. I'd heard of your love, but I pushed you away. There were those times I felt you call me. Now I believe you are the way. Say
Jesus, only your love restores. Sacred Heart of Jesus, I'm yours. I always thought you were against me. I could not see your mercy and grace. There on the cross, you bled and you died. Now I believe you took my place. Sacred Heart of Jesus, only your love restores. Sacred Heart of Jesus, I'm yours. No greater love has anyone in this world than to lay down their life for the sake of a friend. There on the cross, you bled and you died. Now I believe you rose again. Sacred Heart of Jesus, only your love restores. Sacred Heart of Jesus, I'm yours.
Wow. Awesome. Great work, man. So just a few little things that I would like to point out in this one that I think could really help to solidify it as probably an anthem. I was like fighting myself not to sing this along with you. So I was like, no, quit doing this. But yeah, it's such a great song. The structure of it was excellent. The sounds were excellent. I do feel like that the attack, the high end, like picky attack, I should say, of the acoustic guitar could have been tamed a little bit. And as 𝗵𝗲 the Gamer pointed out, the sibilance on the lead vocals could have been tamed a bit. And I think some of that probably could have been fixed as far as the lead vocal sibilance, just by taking down a little bit of that reverb, just a tad, not like a bunch, but just a tab. Other than that though, man, that was a great song. You can tell it was, not only was it well written and well arranged, but it brought a smile to my face. So loved it. Loved the message too. Really did. Okay. Last but not least, we've got our good friend Philip Skanes, Into the Unknown. I believe this is his first submission. Good deal. So don't get nervous. It was everybody's first submission not too long ago. It's just a matter of putting yourself out there and getting some constructive feedback, and that's what this is all about. So he says, this particular track was recorded using my Fender Stratocaster Direct, Washburn Lion P-Bass Direct, several virtual instruments, mostly native instruments, and a variety of small percussion elements. Vocals were recorded with a Rode NT1 in my closet. Nice. Now this sounds like, if that's the case, this sounds like the textbook home studio recording that we know and love around here. So this is going to be near and dear to the hearts of everyone that are here in the chat today. So thank you so much for supporting it by submitting a song. All right, let's go ahead and give this a listen. Very cool.
I was walking by this world into the unknown. Then I noticed something rather strange. A small dwelling from a long lost day. I couldn't fight the urge to peek inside. What I encountered left me mystified. I went out of this world into the unknown.
Very cool. Wow. Well, that just opened the whole stereo build up into awesomeness.
Inside the cottage that I found that day, the past was thriving in a protracted way. I was astounded as it all changed back.
Steely Dan. Yeah.
And I stood alone inside that ruined shack. I went out of this world into the unknown.
Wow. Wow, that was cool. So that definitely, not only did it have some Steely Dan influence, but I even heard, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I even heard like a little bit of Fish in there, like some jam band style type stuff, where it's like sort of the hippie instrumental stream of things. But that was, yeah, definitely set me on my heels with some of that whenever like the track opened up into that huge stereo field thing. And then secondly, when you did it again, when the voice got all like trippy sounding, that was very cool. Loved that track. That was amazing. So everyone did an awesome job in all of their submissions. And I just want to say, to those of you who did submit, who stepped out of your comfort zone and did that, you guys rock. Mob the Gamer says, I would love to mix it. The new drum track, that song could go to a different level. Yeah. So, Philip, if you're interested in becoming a VIP member, you can actually submit multi-tracks into the multi-tracks folder. So if you have multi-tracks of songs that you would like for people to help with, there's even a section within the VIP members section where you can hire, not only it's like paid, a lot of people, they actually just do it for fun, but you can hire people there within the VIP membership area to actually help with your song. Like if they keep saying like, hey, this needs some drums, I guarantee you can find someone who can either program or even play your live drums to some of your songs or something. Let me show you just real quickly. I can remember my own password here. So if I was to log in here on the website, and I go into VIP membership. Hey, I got my email champ badge. Watch out, people, watch out. I need to update this too. Those of you who are VIP members that won a song contest, I need to make sure you get your badge. But yeah, if you're in the VIP membership area and you go over to the community tab, you can actually navigate through both of them just through the community tab if you wanted to. But here's the section of multi-tracks. But right here is the session player sign up, where you can actually sign up to become a session player and help collaborate on other tracks. And then here's a request form where it will allow you to request, oops, don't want to show people's email addresses. Sorry about that. But you can actually request people from that list to play on your tracks as well. And they'll have like a whole get up there about how much they would charge per track, if they're willing to do it for free or not. Here's some sound examples of where you can check out their work. So it's a really great way to sort of keep things within the community, and keep people busy helping to work with one another and even pay one another. It's great. Oh, it looks like there have been some new topics added here in the VIP member section as well. Awesome. Thank you, DJ. I appreciate that. He's been updating my community section with services. By the way, if you are a part of the VIP membership and you haven't yet, you still have some time to join in the vocal and piano mix challenge, where you can take this song, you get the multi-tracks from here, and then you can take your hand at mixing and mastering the song and trying to, or at least mixing it. And it's just a vocal and a piano only. This is kind of a cool way for you to actually get involved in mixing something that's not as sparsely populated. Because what happens is, a lot of times when we mix a band, it's one thing. You have all kinds of stuff you can like play with and work well together. But then whenever you kind of narrow it down to where it's just 2 tracks, it can actually get a little bit harder because you have only 2 tracks. And so you're focusing more on the sounds of everything. It's a great challenge. And I think I had a lot of fun with it personally. And I think I have submitted mine. Here's DJ's. Yeah, here's mine. Because why would I give you guys challenges if I wasn't going to do them myself? 𝗵𝗲 𝗛𝗦𝗦, he submitted one. I don't think I've listened to yours yet, Jürgen, or Eugene Smith. That would be cool. So, John Rosenblum. Hey, buddy, I haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you here today. Awesome. And of course, Jonathan Hamlet, he slipped in unawares. I think I might have given him a shout out earlier. If I didn't, I'm sorry, man. I do love dishing out homework, especially if it's fun. I don't think I've listened to Jürgen's submission or Eugene's, so I'm going to have to go back and listen to those. But if you want sort of a taste of what the song sounds like, I'll play mine so that nobody feels offended that I didn't play theirs.
You are my song. I don't have a melody. Lord, you are my strength. When life's troubles make me weak, I just want to take my time and say.
Now, looking back on that, I can already hear some things I probably would change on that piano that I did. But anyway, yeah, see, even Jürgen, he's like, piano's a little bit hard. Yeah. But that's the beauty of it is, you get to jump in here and you get feedback, you get, and then if you complete a challenge, you also get a badge. So that's always good. I think you get a badge. If nothing else, you get points for being on the leaderboard, which, by the way, we got DJ Big Red 81 at the #1 slot, Jürgen at #2 slot, and Eugene Smith holding in the #3 slot for all time, and as well as for monthly, with 𝗵𝗲 𝗛𝗦𝗦 coming in at 4th place. And he's just about ready to bump out Eugene Smith there from his spot. But if you've not checked out the VIP membership, this is exactly what it looks like. It's a cool place to hang and to get to know people. And there's some place here with like studio pics where we can all share our spaces. There's some really cool spaces in here, by the way. And then, of course, we have giveaways that are only here within, let's see. Yeah, so it's kind of like Facebook on crack, basically. But it allows you to come in here and you can always check out your VIP membership stuff straight from here as well. And then I need to remove that join the VIP Discord because that's actually going to be going away soon. And then we can also have meetups in here. We're going to start having those soon. Once I can definitely see that there's a desire and need for that. But yeah. So Jurgen says, months ago, I won a song feature with the Wheel of Awesomeness. Would you mind to play 30-second song challenge submission? Yeah, absolutely. Let me navigate back to there. Yeah, so if you ever win a song submission or something like that, where you're going to have a song featured here on the channel, and you will probably more than likely, you're going to have to remind me of it because I've always got so much stuff going on. It's hard for me to keep up with all of it. So yeah, let's go up to the challenges. We'll go to the first one, the 30-second song challenge. And here is Jurgen's 30-second song. Let's give us a listen. That was really cool. Great job on that, man. Good deal. 30 seconds isn't much time for a song. But you know what? Jurgen knocked it out of the park. I don't think I ever even submitted mine. How rude of me. Now that I look back on this, I didn't. I just said, hey, I made one and it's fun. But I didn't actually, I never really submitted it. I guess I need to, I wonder if I can. Or because if it's completed, I can't do that anymore. I don't think it's going to let me. Well. Oh, well. Maybe I can show you guys here. I'll have to hunt it down. Great submissions, anybody, and everybody, anyway. I meant to say anyway. And normally I don't do this. I'll kind of marinate on it, but I'm going to go ahead and pick a winner here on the stream today. So, are you guys ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of today's song contest is 𝗵𝗄𝗃 Into the Unknown. Congratulations, 𝗵𝗄𝗃. I'll be emailing you soon to talk about how to get access to those multi-tracks, and then we will we'll start mixing and mastering those live here on the channel. And if you're okay with that. If not, I'd love to mix and master it anyway. And that would be awesome to have that a part of the communities too, if you're able and willing to do that. So, but just because Philip won, that doesn't make any of the other submissions any less. You guys did some great work there, and I greatly appreciate all of the hard work that you guys have been putting in there. So Russell says, yay, 𝗵𝗄𝗃. Awesome. Crackly says, I thought it went too long. So yeah, I'll get a hold of you, Philip, and we will talk more about that. And then I'm going to try to pull up my 30-second song here. But while I'm trying to find that, why don't we go ahead and spin the wheel of awesomeness? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You thought we were going to forget about it, but here on the live stream today, 𝗧𝗵𝗲 𝗧𝗵𝗲's bringing you the live wheel of awesomeness. Let's spin that bad boy. Thanks, Casey. For once, he actually didn't say anything weird either. That was kind of cool. So, oh, we landed on Star Power. So this is like a wild card. And I think what I'm going to use it for today is, you know what? Why don't we have a giveaway? Let's do that. I mean, everybody's okay with the giveaway, right? So let me pull up real quickly here. Okay, so they're going to be here in the chat. All you got to do is put in !HSS. I believe it has to be in all caps. I'm not sure if it has to be or not, but for the next 3 minutes, if you enter !HSS, you will have your chance to win a free month of VIP membership access. Mystery prize, says Midnight Blue Movies. Okay, let's see. I'm looking for a specific project here. All right, we got some entries coming in. Good deal, good deal. I think I'm looking in the wrong place, but I'm going to find that. So let's go here instead. I don't even know what I named it now. Was this it, maybe? Okay, let's see. I'm not sure that this is it. You are listening to the Home Studio Simplified podcast. Yeah, that was definitely not it. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, sure. Let me try that. Let me try that there, 𝗬𝗲. Grandmaster 𝗬𝗲. Or what we'll do is, yeah, I don't think I can remove you. Oh, well. What we'll do is if you win, we'll just have a redraw. No big deal. I'm trying to remember what I named it because it was like, I thought it was, let's see, that was Radio Jingle. Here it is. Okay, so you can no longer enter because the submission window has closed. Let's go ahead and pick a winner. Micah Catergum. Congratulations, buddy. You have won a month of VIP membership. Now, I think we might have had, it seemed like there was somebody that we had a little bit of an issue with that because it was something along the lines of due to like, I don't know, it was like some kind of like, because it was in a different country, something, I don't know, something like, correct me if I'm wrong, Micah, but was it you or someone else? I can't remember who it was. anyway, if you're able to, because you do have to put in credit card information, my apologies for that. I've been trying to figure out a way around it, and I can't do it. I can't just like give you access for a month without you having that, because it requires that for the systems to know that you've taken advantage of the coupon. So if you're opposed to that, my apologies. Sorry for all of you who have wanted to sign up for freebies and been like, oh no, I've got to put in credit card information. It doesn't actually charge your credit card or your PayPal account until you actually opt in for monthly access. So if you don't opt in for monthly access, no harm, no foul. Okay, I'm going to export this. Let's see here. This is my 30-second clip. Okay, and then I'll just go ahead and play it here for you guys. So this here is my 30-second clip. This is the song that I created. Awesome. Insider secrets. Yeah, that's fine. Here's the thing though. If you structure a song in this manner that I have, like the main mix of the song is here. Okay. So this was the song in its entirety, but because it was structured for sync licensing, I also had it structured in such a way to where I can get a 15-second song. So you guys are lucky that I didn't do 15 seconds on you, because this is what it sounds like. It's just, but literally it's taking all of the structures of the song and just breaking it down. So here's the song in its entirety. Oops. Sorry, I had it on a loop there and I looped the wrong one. Actually, I'll just take the loop off. There we go. Here's the full one. Sorry. And my goal was literally to keep it in a minute or less. So it's right at the minute mark. And then you can see how that I took and chopped it up into a 15-second and 30-second little variation there to pitch it to the client. Now here's the original tracks. So this would have been like my electric guitar here. And then I added in this one here. Okay, and then we got the lead guitar. Okay, so as you can see, there's a whole lot of stuff going on there, but that's a way to take a song that's a minute long, chop it down into where you would like for it to be. So hopefully you'll kind of see some different ideas that you had there. And I apologize for not posting that in I thought I did, but I think I was just, at that time, I think I was just rolling out the VIP membership. So I didn't really take time to share that with y'all. I was like, hey, we've started a challenge and I'm not doing it, guys. I'm slacking off and you all are going to have to do the work. So yeah, apologies for that. But anywho, thank you guys so much for joining us today. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for everything that you've done. If you, yet again, I know I keep pushing this, and if you cannot support monetarily through the VIP membership, I totally understand, but I guarantee you it's going to be worth it. There's a ton of stuff in there and it's only going to get better. I've got Brian 𝗵𝗲 right now working on a specific and exclusive tutorial for guitar players for pedals, for guitar pedals. I've got an individual who has an amazing bass channel, 𝗬𝗲𝗍𝗍, or 𝗬𝗍𝗍, sorry, Travis Dykes. He's going to be having a bass course for us. For those of you who aren't bass players, it's going to be a great way for you to learn more about how to play bass guitar, or to, you know, get the sounds that you're looking for from your bass guitar. We also have got, who's another individual who's, there's a drummer, because I'm not a drummer. I wanted to bring a drummer in. We're going to have a drum tutorial very soon. There's going to be a lot rolling out this year, just to let you know. So it's going to make it more of a value to everyone. But yeah, there's going to be a drum tutorial that's coming soon from a very talented drummer here in a local drummer here in our area. And it's going to be all about, his side of it is going to be playing the drums, some good tactics and techniques for playing, but then mine is going to be about miking the drums up and getting a good drum sound. So it's going to be kind of like a two-part series there. So hopefully you guys are going to get some value out of that. And then we also have, if everything pans out right, I'm going to have a surprise webinar for you guys as well, where I'm going to basically do a studio takeover on another individual's channel, or at least within their community. So it's going to be super cool. Not going to want to miss that. So stay tuned. There's some cool stuff that's coming on down the pipeline, and I want to keep you guys involved as much as possible and keep you all making music. And by the way, I'm saying this publicly now so that you guys can hold me accountable. I need to write a song. I haven't wrote a song in so long because I'm helping others to write their music and mixing their music and producing their music. I've had another individual here in the studio in the last week that I'm working on a song for, that's a local individual, but I keep looking back and I'm like, I haven't wrote a song in like how long? Since, I think Viral was the last song that I wrote with all of you guys. So it's time for me to write a song. I need to. Not only would it be helpful for me to write a song, but it's also going to be helpful for me to still be stuck in the weeds of doing that if I'm trying to help you to do that. And then with that, I'm going to hopefully try to maybe create some content around that based off of, you know, like, here's what I'm using. Here's what I'm going to use. So write a full song, wrote and released by you. The last one you did was Viral with a Rocket Fuel Blender 2. Okay. I've already got some good ideas. I've got a one that's been kind of cooking on the back burner. And actually I've got several, but I just haven't had time to really sit down and flesh them out yet. Yes, you're right, Jurgen. Viral was Rocket Fuel Bundle 1. So Rocket Fuel Bundle 2 was Crossroads. So I guess the last song I wrote is Crossroads. Man, that's been a while back then. By the way, if you guys want to check out that music, all you simply have to do is just research Robert McClellan music. And I'll come up. Let me make sure that I'm not lying to you here. Okay, so yeah, if I pull this up on the desktop here, you'll be able to see this. So Robert McClellan, music, you can see me here. Music producer, audio engineer in Seymour. Robert McClellan, Pro Mix Academy. Here's my music on Apple Music. Content developer at Home Studio Simplified. Here's my music on YouTube. Most of it is on YouTube as well. There's Viral. Did I put that on Bandcamp? I guess I did. Here I am on the BandLab forum. Apparently I didn't know this, but apparently I'm on Broadway. Oh yes, you're right. I wrote a song about my wife. I forgot about that one. Yeah, so I'm all over the place. Apparently I died in 2022. That's interesting. Wait a minute. Wow, my condolences to the family. That's crazy. Best days of my life. Yes. It says he just clicked the Discord link, but it won't let him in Discord. That's weird. Maybe DJ will be able to help you to get in there. And, maybe the song that I'm getting ready to write, DJ, we could actually bring in the folks from Rocket Fuel Bundle 3 in to help get that one finished. Or I could go back to doing what I was doing, which was all of it on my own. But then that would totally defeat the dream alone, create alone, achieve much more together. So, actually a good place, I think, to find all of it is on Spotify. I think it has the most up-to-date list, or Reverb Nation. I think Reverb Nation has all of them too. Yeah, so you can. So Crossroads actually came after Best Days of My Life, it looks like. Yeah, Song of the Cease. Never Fades or Fails. I really need to redo that one. Fall Time. I'd like to remix Fall Time, honestly, That I Might Live. Protestant's probably one of my faves. Viral, Better Off, New Day, Best Days of My Life, Crossroads. Yeah, they're all on here. Through the Fire, Eulogy, Just Before the Dawn. Look at that. 3 monthly listeners. Man, I am high rolling. Oh, I can't even listen to my own music. That stinks. It looks like, yeah, I'm on Apple Music too. I should be pretty much everywhere that there's music. Oh, that's sorted by popularity.
Tired of this numbers game, just to see who's winning. Pursuing shallow fame seems so unforgiving. I follow you, you follow me to the depths of depravity. Words hold no weight and there is no gravity. The sickness that this world is going through.
Anyway. Yeah. See, I miss doing that. I miss writing those songs, and I need to get back into it. I was like, how am I supposed to help people write music if I'm not doing it myself, right? Anywho, I did nothing there. Let's see. Down to 1. Yeah, well, even if one person's listening, if that one person likes it, that's all that matters, right? So, okay, well, I love each and every one of you. Thank you all so much for hopping on. Stay tuned for some more to come in the near future. And yet again, I love each and every one of you. Remember that we can dream alone. We can even create alone. But together, we can achieve so much more. Bye-bye.